We got two new Pro phones from the Realme 9 series. Hey guys, it's your Taka Mary and welcome back to our channel. It's the time of the year of Realme para sa kanilang 9 series. Grabe no guys, napakadami nating smartphone releases for the month of March. We got the standard, the Realme 9 Pro 5G, and yung isa naman is the Realme 9 Pro Plus 5G. Pero nakita nyo naman sa ating video ngayon, we will be focusing more on the Realme 9 Pro 5G. We will be doing an unboxing, first impressions, and camera test. And the Realme 9 Pro Plus 5G naman, next week, makikita nyo kasama na yung price announcement and availability. So yes, alisin muna natin. Pasensya na guys, alam kong nag-expect kayo ng comparison. It's been a while guys since tayo ay nag-unbox ng phone na talagang sealed with plastic pa. By the way, yung kulay pala na meron tayo for this phone is what you call Aurora Green. Ano kayang itsura ng Aurora Green? So medyo struggle tayo. Medyo mahigpit yung box ng Realme 9 Pro. Meron tayong jelly case. It's not clear. Medyo may pagka-tint of black tayo sa kanya. The usual paperwork and yung ating panundot. Syempre, nandito rin yung ating phone mismo. Buksan na natin. Medyo curious ako sa anong itsura ng Aurora Green kasi what I've been seeing online is yung blue. Ooh, medyo hindi siya masyadong nagre-reflect or hindi ko alam pero parang iba yung dating sa camera but in person, in fairness naman, ang gandang tignan ng Aurora Green. Mamaya, pag-usapan natin siya. Ano pa bang laman sa box? Meron tayong 33-watt fast charging power brick at yung USB Type-C to USB Type-A charging cable natin. When it comes to its design, hindi naman siya guys nalalayo sa itsura ng Realme 9 Pro Plus na nakita natin kanina. Actually, box lang. Hindi ko naman yun binuksan sa harap nyo. But yes, kung nagtataka kayo anong itsura ng Pro Plus version, ganito pa rin naman. Yung Realme 9 Pro guys, it has a curved back panel. So yes, it is indeed very comfortable in fairness naman na hawakan siya. Meron siyang pagka-glossy back finish, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, medyo obvious ng konti yung fingerprint natin. Pero it's not the type of gloss naman na sobrang nakaka-attract ng smudges. Again guys, hindi lahat ng glossy back finish ng mga smartphones ay pare-pareho. In all honesty, hindi naman ako nag-expect na glass yung kanyang finish. Parang ramdam ko rin naman guys na it's made of polycarbonate plastic. Isa to sa isa to sa mga difference na mayroon yung Realme 9 Pro doon sa Pro Plus. Even yung pinaka-sides ng ating Realme 9 Pro is made of plastic din. But ito naman guys is matte finish. And gusto ko na yung volume rockers natin is located on the left. Easier para tayo ay makapag-screenshot or, make commands out of it. Bukod pa dito, meron din tayong power button on the right na fingerprint sensor din siya. Sa ibabaw, meron tayong secondary mic. And sa ilalim, meron naman tayong headphone jack, microphone, USB Type-C port, and the speaker grill. Meron tayong hybrid SIM card tray sa kanya. Either dual SIM ang ilagay natin or isang SIM card lang at micro SD card. In terms of weight, medyo may kabigatan yung ating device. There's a heft to it. It makes it a little more premium. But at the same time, sa mga may ayaw ng mabibigat na phone, you might wanna take note of this. Nothing too extreme naman, pero to be exact, it's weighing at 195 grams. Feel ko guys, dahil ito doon sa kanyang camera setup. Speaking of the camera setup pala guys, medyo may pagka-glowy effect siya. Hindi siya glow in the dark, pero parang there's something about it that makes it different dun sa mga camera setup na nakikita natin na usual lang. Nevertheless, guys, at the end of the day, lalagyan pa rin naman natin sila ng case. And this kind of, design and build, kind of expected na rin since hindi naman ito yung Pro Plus. Isa pa, consider na rin natin yung price point niya. In terms of display, mukhang si Realme guys, they decided to opt for a higher refresh rate instead of going for an AMOLED display para dito sa kanilang Realme 9 Pro. To be exact, we got a 6.6-inch IPS LCD panel na mayroong 1080p resolution with a 120Hz refresh rate. Hindi lang yon, 240Hz din yung kanyang touch sampling rate. As of the moment, since ito ay kakabukas ko lang talaga literally ng phone. Nakita niyo naman din, medyo hindi ko pa alam as of now if this is a good decision for the Realme 9 Pro kasi syempre may mga fans tayo ng AMOLED basta kahit hindi refresh rate yan, wala silang pakialam. May mga fans naman din tayo na kahit LCD panel pa yan, basta higher refresh rate, panalo pa rin sa kanila. But anyway, ang importante no, so far, hindi man masyadong deep yung blacks natin dito sa phone na to. Picture quality wise and brightness, okay na okay dito sa Realme 9 Pro. I noticed that you still get the same level of clarity doon sa mga phones na merong AMOLED display. But again, in terms of colors, mapapansin niyo siya. Anyway, going to the refresh rate settings, may tatlo tayong options sa kanya. May auto select, may high, which is the 120Hz, and standard, which is the 60Hz. In terms of the screen color mode, meron tayong tatlong option. We got the vivid and natural, and screen color temperature naman. Hindi ko alam kung may mga gumagamit nito or nag-a-adjust kapag kakuha nila ng phone. Personally, hindi ko to ginagalaw, pero meron tayong cooler, default, and warmer. Camera-wise, alam kong medyo inaabangan nyo yung usapang cameras. It has a 64 megapixels wide camera, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide camera, a 2 megapixels macro lens, and as well as a 16 megapixels selfie camera. Before we proceed to the camera setup and of course camera test ng Realme 8 Pro 5G, ang sabi kasi nila guys that this phone is not the successor of the previous Realme 8 Pro. Syempre, they changed the naming na kasi, and now they're saying na yung predecessor nga daw nito is the Realme 8S 5G, which is the phone na hindi naman na-launch here sa atin sa Philippines. When it comes sa camera user interface ng ating Realme 9 Pro, sa mga Realme users na natin dyan before pa, hindi naman nagbago guys. It looks exactly the same as before. When we swipe sa left and right niya guys, pwede tayong mag-switch between yung usual camera modes natin. We got the camera toggles on top, which is yung wide, ultra-wide, and 2 times. Meron din tayong Google Lens. Sa kanan, nandito yung ating beautification. And then, we also got the filters on the right. Sa pinaka-topmost part ng ating pinaka-camera application, in here, pwede nating i-turn on or i-turn off yung ating flash. We also have the HDR mode, the AI scene enhancement, and then, sumunod, pwede nating baguhin dito yung kanyang aspect ratio. Meron din tayong isa pang settings here na kung saan pwede nating i-adjust yung ating timer. And of course, additional settings na kung saan dito natin pwedeng ayusin or lagyan ng mga watermark, grid, and guides, adjust the video setting, and of course, yung iba pa niyang useful features. Sa pinakailalim na options natin, on this we have the night mode na kung saan pwede natin gamitin sa tatlong options or camera toggles natin, which is the ultra-wide, regular wide, or the 2 times. Sumunod, meron tayong street option. I think first time ko itong may encounter sa camera UI ng Realme. Pwede nating i-adjust yung exposure time depende sa kung ano yung kinukunan natin. Like neon trail, light trail, portrait, rush hour, or light painting. Sa video mode, both yung rear camera and the front camera is capable to shoot hanggang 1080p resolution lang. In terms of the portrait mode naman, dito pwede tayong mag-adjust kung gaano natin ka-strong gusto yung ating background from 0.95 to 16 aperture. We also got the 64 megapixels option, and sa more menu nandito yung ating mga iba pang modes katulad ng expert, panorama, ultra macro, film, slow-mo, time-lapse, dual view video, text scanner, starry mode, and tilt shift. Sa mga hindi pa masyadong aware sa tilt shift, ito yung one of the settings na pwede natin, or one of the features, na pwede natin gamitin na kung saan magmumukhang miniature or laruan yung pinipicturean natin. So far naman, yung mga daylight sample shots natin guys from the main camera, okay naman ang sharpness niya. Gamit yung ating default point and shoot settings, nakakuha naman ako guys so far ng mga decent photos ng mga tao, landscapes, and yung mga gamit ko dito sa studio. Yung colors din naman natin guys, it came out accurate most of the time. And para sa akin, so far, yung quality ng camera system niya guys is okay na okay. It's fine for snapping shots para sa ating social media use. For the zooming capability, kaya niya hanggang 6 times pero medyo nabublow up na ng konti yung ating kulay. Sa kanya, detail is still there kahit papano and readable naman yung mga text. As compared to other devices na nasa same price segment ng ating Realme 9 Pro, in fairness, when it comes to the camera features, medyo busog or madami tayong present dito sa phone na to. Now, usapang software naman tayo. Unlike sa ibang mga smartphones na nabuksan natin at na-try for this year 2022, lalo na yung mga higher mid-range phones, unlike those, itong Realme 9 series natin ngayon already comes with the Realme UI 3.0 based on Android 12 out of the box. Kung bagong bukas lang natin ng phone, katulad ko, hindi nyo mapapansin yung operating system na nagbago. Most of the changes are internal. Ito yung mga tipo ng features na talagang hindi mo masyadong mahahalata in the first look unless hahalugugan nyo yung pinaka-settings niya. Anyway, wala tayong always on display sa kanya na makikita nyo sa Realme 9 Pro Plus version ng phone na to. Syempre, that phone has an AMOLED display, so acceptable naman. This one has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Sa mga fans dyan ng side-mounted, matutuwa kayo. It's fast and reliable so far and wala pa akong issues na nakikita sa kanya. Ngayon, usapang chipset na tayo. Actually, no guys, ito ay bagong mid-range or Snapdragon mid-range chipset, which is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 5G. As of the moment na ginagawa ko tong video na to, it's not my first time na ma-encounter ito since nakita ko siya sa isa pang phone na makikita nyo after this video. So, pangalawa na siya na may ganitong chipset. I know when it comes to naming, incremental lang yung change. Kasi syempre, from 690 to 695, 5 lang yung nadagdag. Pero again, it's not all about the specs on paper and the difference when it comes to their number. Well, according to Snapdragon guys, it's a newer and powerful CPU cores and GPU. Meron na rin siyang mas modern na 6 nanometer processor. Yun yung sinabi ni Snapdragon, hindi ko pa alam now. Kasi nga, again, this is just my first impressions, pero I'll let you know kung maganda ba talaga ang performance nitong bagong mid-range chipset nila. By the way, before tayo mag-proceed sa kanyang battery and charging capability, yung unit pala na meron tayo right now has an 8GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage. RAM expansion din itong Realme 9 Pro. It's called Dynamic RAM Expansion na may additional 5GB virtual RAM. In terms of battery life, it did improve. Meron na tayo ngayong 5,000 mAh of battery capacity, which is why medyo on the heavier side din yung ating Realme 9 Pro. In terms of charging, it uses the same technology naman guys as last year, which is the 33-watt Dart charging technology. According sa mga tests na nakita ko online, it took them more than 1 hour para ma-fully charge yung kanilang Realme 9 Pro. Of course, hindi pa ito yung experience natin, pero I will surely try this in the next few days kung totoo nga. By the way, no, alam kong importante rin sa inyo ang audio. Medyo nakalimutan ko siyang i-mention kanina, pero meron lang tayong single downward firing speaker sa Realme 9 Pro. In terms of loudness and quality, medyo hindi ako nag-expect ng masyado sa kanya. Although it is clear enough naman. Paparinig ko na lang sa inyo guys yung kanyang audio after this clip. by March 15 naman, malalaman na natin yung official pricing ng Realme 9 series, wherein meron silang live stream launch sa kanilang Facebook page. I also just wanna say na hindi pala available itong Aurora Green para sa ating Realme 9 Pro. I'm not sure why kasi ito yung review unit na natanggap ko ngayon. Only the Sunrise Blue is available for retail para sa Realme 9 Pro. Okay guys? So far naman, I think Realme 9 Pro has a very striking design. That is for the color that I have, which is the Aurora Green. It has a premium feel even though plastic yung kanyang likod. Display-wise, alam nyo naman ako, I'm much more into AMOLED than having a higher refresh rate. But then, considering yung kanyang display which has very clear images so far, I think it can still be acceptable. Lalo na sobrang smooth or nakaka-spoil sa mata yung pagbilis ng motion niya. I think this all comes down na lang talaga to its price, which is what we don't have right now. So, medyo mahirap mag-decide. Anyway, sana nagustuhan niyo yung ating first impressions and camera vlog test para sa Realme 9 Pro. Let me know guys kung anong masasabi niyo dito sa bagong phone ng Realme. Again, it's your tech girl Mary and see you on my next video. Bye guys!